Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another morning therapy with Barry B. Real quick, before we get started, I want y'all to go ahead and punch that subscribe button right down there. If you're viewing this on Facebook, Instagram, some other social media platform, please throw me up some likes. Give me some of them hearts, some dislikes, angry faces, crying faces, I don't give a fuck faces, all of that. Let me know what you think. And drop some things too that you would want to know about, or you would want me to talk about and hear my perspective or my take on it. A little bit about me, because not many people really know about me unless, like you already follow me on social media or you know me personally. So I'm a behavioral health therapist over at Charles Drew Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. I've been in there for pretty much since the pandemic started. And it's been crazy because just the whole dynamic of, what you learn therapy looks like and what it's all about, and what it has transitioned to. It was crazy because it happened suddenly. And I mean, the transition's been moving there for quite some time. Like you look at, you guys on the West Coast, and y'all have already had like telehealth booming. And telehealth is where you can have appointments via virtual. So I got a video, you got a video. We don't got to be in each other's face, getting coughed on, catching a Rona. For real though. But yeah, like as soon as I started, like it was an immediate transition to telehealth therapy. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. Like I'm a therapist, and so like when it comes to talking about these topics, it's not like I'm just talking out the side of my neck about this stuff. Like I studied in a school, like, and this is not at all saying like I got all the answers. I'm not Swain got all the answers. I don't got all the answers, but this is something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about just learning about myself, so I do a lot of reading. And the content that I give on here is a compilation of all of that, my life experiences, what I love to study, what I did study in school to get my master's degree for, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my master's professionals out there and all my therapists out there and all my Black therapists out there, men and women. We are a hot commodity. We need more of us. But yeah, not to take away from today's topic, which is following up from yesterday with goals. What I want to dive into as far as goals today is why hasn't that goal been achieved? Now, yesterday we talked about breaking it down into smaller steps, smaller goals, so we can have more victories. More victories equals more progression that we see, which leads us to our goals. But I want to talk about it from a psychological standpoint now. Usually when there's something that we're trying to accomplish and we can't accomplish it, our mind is sending us a message, one that is leading to some type of failure, And a lot of the times, a reason for that is because we don't believe the situations that we're in. And so we'll shift it today with an example of a relationship. I'm somebody who just wants to be happy, and I want to be loved, and I want to be in this relationship, and I want to make it work. But then I look at my track record and I see that I'm constantly in and out and in and out and in and out of relationships. And they never seem to work. They always seem to go the same. I always am the one who has my heart broken at the end and it hurts. Or I'm always the one who ends up getting played or emotionally abused. And that stuff is real. I'm not saying that it's not real. Like, that happens. And I know that's a pain. That cuts deep. I know it is. Because I was there before. But at some point, I have to take a step back. And I have to look at myself and my mind state. And I have to ask, why do I continue to allow these same things to happen? You see, this is a reason why people don't hit the goals that they want. Because they never look at themselves. They always look around at everything else. They look at the plants over there producing that fresh O2. They look at the light. They look at the TV. They look at the couch. They look at everything. They look at how they were constantly lied to. They look at how they were constantly cheated on. They look at how they were constantly yelled at. They look at how they were constantly physically abused. They look at all of that. And it's all real. All of it. It's real. But what they fail to do is look at themselves and say, why do I keep ending up at this same ending? There was a wise man that once said, in order to become straight, I must first become crooked. I like that little. I must become crooked in order to become straight. What does that mean? I'll tell you. Until I see myself for what I really am, and that's with anything. Until I see myself as lazy, until I see myself as dependent, until I see myself as damaged and broken, I can't actually work on the thing. Now, some people will say, I do see myself as lazy. I do see myself as damaged. I do see myself as broken. But majority of what you see is still all around you and not here. It's fine to focus on everything that's around you. If that's how you choose to live, and if that's what makes you comfortable, you do that. But I'm telling you, the more that you look at the things that are around you instead of the thing that you use and fuel life through, the longer that your solutions will always be around you and at the will and bend of somebody or something else. You will always fall victim. It's inevitable. And like I said, being a victim is a real thing. But at what point do you say for yourself, I'm no longer going to be a victim? I'm going to acknowledge the things that are within me. I'm going to tell myself that I don't want those things anymore. And I'm going to work to create a better and more fulfilling version of me because I want to. In order to become straight, you must first become crooked. You must acknowledge the deficiencies, the issues, the trauma, the pain, the hurt, the anger, the rage, the bitterness. You must embrace all of it. You can't tell yourself, no, this is not me. This is not who I really am. This is not what I'm really like. Because the longer that you do that, the longer you're lying to yourself. Because if you were that, if you had moments of that, that is you. Embrace it. but don't be satisfied with it. Embrace, but don't be satisfied. So for all of you who are stuck in a cycle of not being able to accomplish something that you want to accomplish, I challenge you to take a step back and do an inventory of yourself. Look at the situations that continue to happen revolving around the same topic. You not achieving a goal. You constantly having the same results in relationships. You not being able to save money, all of that. And begin to acknowledge the deficiency in you. Acknowledge the ugly truth. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe. Give me them likes, them hearts. Tell me I'm a corny motherfucker. I don't care. Interact with me. I'm a human being. I'm not just a face. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in to another morning therapy with Barry B.